Start with the great name of Allah, who is most kind and merciful. Assalamu alaikum, students. My name is G.M. Talpur, and today we are going to discuss about the proteins. First of all, the word protein is derived from the Greek word proteos, which means first rank. The proteins are the polymers of amino acids. They constitute more than 50% dry weight of cell. The name protein was suggested by Berzelius in 1838 by Berzelius. In 1883, a Dutch chemist named G.J. Mendler he recognized the importance of proteins. What he recognized? He recognized that the proteins are the vital compounds. They are complex organic compounds having carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. They also contain some other elements, but basically these four elements are always present in a protein molecule. Due to the presence of nitrogen, they are also known as nitrogenous compounds. Some sources of proteins are pulses, meat, milk, fish and eggs. Now let's discuss the amino acids. How amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. Proteins basically the proteins are macromolecules of amino acids, and these amino acids are linked with each other by a bond. You would think that which type of bond they are linked with each other? They are linked with each other by a bond which is known as peptide bond. And there are 20 recognized types of amino acids found in proteins, and each protein has a unique sequence of amino acids. Amino acids are the organic compounds. Why these are known as organic compounds? Because of presence of carbon. These amino acids are organic compounds which contain at least one basic amino group and one carboxylic group, and they are bound to same carbon atom, which atom of carbon is known as alpha carbon. Where is the radical group? Radical group is also symbolized by R. It shows a great variety of structures. Now we are going to discuss the linkage of amino acids, how the amino acids are linked with each other. During protein synthesis or during the formation of protein, the amino acids are joined with each other, forming a long, continuous and unbranched polymer chain. This chain is also known as polypeptide chain. In polypeptide chain, the amino acids are linked together by the process of condensation. The proteins are the polypeptides with usually more than 100 amino acids, but in certain conditions they are small in size and have less number of amino acids. Now we are going to discuss the structure of proteins. There are four basic structural levels of proteins. The first one is primary structure. In primary structure, the polypeptide chain having linear sequence of amino acids. In primary structure, why linear sequence is present? Linear sequence is present due to the presence of peptide bonds, and the well-known example of primary structure of protein is insulin. Now let's discuss the secondary structure of protein. In secondary structure of protein, the polypeptide chain of amino acids become spirally coiled. Why the polypeptide chain of amino acids become spirally coiled? Due to the presence of hydrogen and sulfide bonds, and form a spiral structure. Now it in the formation of secondary structure, it forms the rigid tubular structure which is also known as helix. The best well-known example of secondary structure is hairs and the spider's web. Now let's discuss the tertiary structure of protein. In tertiary structure, the tertiary structure refers to the arrangement of secondary structure into three-dimensional or superfold structure which have peptide, hydrogen ionic and disulfide bonds. The best example of tertiary structure of protein is lysozyme. Now let's discuss the quaternary structure of protein. In quaternary structure of proteins, the association of two or more subunits or polypeptide chains into large sized molecules is known as quaternary structure. The example of quaternary structure of protein is hemoglobin. Quaternary structure participating the similar units. Those similar units participate in the formation of quaternary structure are known as homogeneous quaternary structure. But sometimes different structures participating in the formation of quaternary structure is known as heterogeneous quaternary structure. Now we are going to discuss the functions of protein. Basically, protein have a wide variety of structures which perform variable functions. Protein molecules carry out the cell activities and form main structure of cell. In a typical mammalian cell, it is estimated there are 10,000 different proteins having diverse array of function. As a structural cables, protein provide mechanical support both within the cell and outside their perimeter. Some enzymes which are made up of proteins accelerate the rate of metabolic reactions, and some proteins act as membrane receptors as well as transporters of materials. But proteins also act as antibodies, antigens and fibrin. So today we discussed in this topic the proteins, it is functions, structure and their formations. So if you have any question or query regarding this topic, you may ask me.